Good afternoon to all family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the St. Luke's class of 2024. My name is Maggie, and I have the honor of speaking today as this year's Salutatorian. While this may seem like the achievement of a lifetime, in reality, it has given me one last stressful paper to write, which is made even harder by the fact that this paper is being read aloud to all of you. Despite this, I do not want to sound ungrateful for this tremendous award, so before I talk to the class of 24, I have a few people I would like to thank. First, I would like to thank God, because He is the reason I am standing before you all today. Mom and Dad, thank you for always pushing me to do my best and cheering me on in everything I do. Abby, thank you for always keeping me on my toes with your sass and wit, and supporting me by coming to every soccer game and senior event, even if you really didn't have a choice. Finally, thank you to the teachers, faculty, and coaches for always supporting us and giving us the tools and opportunities for the best high school experience we could have asked for. Now for the class of 24. When preparing to write this speech, I took inspiration from the last several salutatorians. As I was reading their speeches, though, I realized that all of them have been at St. Luke's for many years, since Japonica days. This is not the case for me. I first came to St. Luke's 4 short years ago at the beginning of high school. Therefore, Cammie is going to be speaking about some of those memories from the lower campus and middle school, while I will focus on high school, the crazy years we had, and all the memories we made while we were here. We started high school differently from any class before us or after us, and looking back, I think that was very fitting. We were the COVID class, the group that had to walk through those gates wearing masks, eat lunch outside, watch chapel on Google Meet, and get quarantined about once a quarter. We had to deal with constantly changing rules and feeling like we weren't getting the high school experience that we were promised for the first year and a half. However, we survived and came out stronger and able to adapt more than any other class. As one of 3 new girls in the class freshman year, I got really good at recognizing everyone by their eyes and by their voice, and I don't think I knew what about half of y'all's faces looked like until 2nd or 3rd quarter. As the new kid, coming to a new school during COVID was terrifying, but I quickly made friends and everyone was so welcoming. I could tell that this class was close and knew each other very well. However, I'd like to think over the course of these last 4 years, we have gotten even closer and become a family of sorts, especially this year. Just like a family, we have laughed together, like when Garrett played Miss Trunchbull in the school play. We have cheered each other on, especially our soccer boys in the state championship. And we've even argued some. Senior assessing may have gotten a little too competitive. We have supported each other through really high highs, such as championships, or being the key for Mr. Bentley's test, and low lows, such as season-ending injuries, and some really hard days in AP Calculus after getting a certain Chapter 7 test back. Through all of these things, we have loved each other and stood by each other's sides. Before I move on to the inspirational part of this speech, there are a few final groups and one person in particular I need to talk about. First, Jake, Alex, and Elijah, my fellow Covenant kids. I'm so glad that we've been able to experience the last 13 years of school together, and even though we weren't always in the same classes or had the same friend groups, it's definitely going to be weird for me to not see y'all every day. Next, to the engineering boys. Thank you for putting up with having a girl in the class this year. I know it wasn't the easiest, and you guys definitely got in trouble a few times because Ms. Haynes didn't think your jokes were appropriate for me to hear, but we all survived the class together, and it was always very entertaining for me. To my lunch table, I'm so glad we became as close as we did. So many of my favorite memories are with you guys, and I'm definitely going to miss our potluck lunches next year. Finally, to Cammie. I will be honest, I didn't really know what to make of you when I first came to St. Luke's. You were the smart kid, the classmate that everyone told me won every award in middle school. But slowly, very slowly, we moved from competitors to mutual acquaintances to finally good friends this year, and I'm so glad that we did. You did not have an easy school year. Getting 2 concussions in 4 months was impressive in a bad way, but I watched you struggle and then succeed in overcoming the challenges. You have pushed me to be the best version of myself this year, and you deserve this award. To the class of 2024 as a whole, thank you for all the memories, for being my friends, for the laughs, for supporting me, and for teaching me numerous life lessons along the way. While I definitely didn't get to know some of you as well as I should have, you are all an important piece of the giant puzzle that is our class. Now, that puzzle is about to be scattered, with pieces going to many different places. So before I leave you all today, I would like to give you 3 points, all of which I have taken from my experience going to a new school in 9th grade that I think are applicable to the jump that we are about to make into college. The first thing is to not change who you are just to fit in with the crowd. If you do change who you are just to fit in, then you will never find true friends who love you for you. Get involved and trust that God has a plan for you and the person He created you to be. The second thing is to be patient. Friends don't become super close overnight, and a new place doesn't feel like home immediately. While you may at first constantly wish you were back here with your high school friends, eventually you will realize that you are excited about the present and the future. Don't waste time looking back at something you can't get. Finally, I would like to leave you all with a Bible verse, Isaiah 40:31. It says, "For those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not grow faint." As we leave high school today, life is probably not going to get easier. This verse has always been a tremendous encouragement in my life. God is the only one who will continuously fill you up at times. Everything else in this world will eventually leave you empty. If you put your hope and trust in Him, He will give you the strength to keep going even when times are tough. Don't give up. We can do this. So, class of 2024, thank you all for your time today.